Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira is a go this weekend at UFC 326, and I'm going to give you my main reasons as to why I think the Blessed Express is going to piece up Charles du Bronx. A UFC fan's worst nightmare, these are possibly two of the favourite fighters in UFC history. At least for me, I know for a lot of other fans, but it has to happen. The winner of this fight might go on to fight for a title, even though they've both already lost to Ilia Topuria. But it's a great style matchup, a guaranteed war, and I'm going to break down why I think Max is going to win. Starting with cardio. A lot of guys are talking about Charles Oliveira's breaking pressure. He applies too much pressure in his fights. Well, I look back at the people he's fought and the people he's broke, and I just don't think they have the same level of cardio and back foot experience as Max Holloway. You look at a Justin Gaethje, a Dustin Poirier, they are front foot fighters. They want to throw power shots with every single shot they throw, and that's just not Max's game. Max can throw 70% while circling around the outside, keeping the lateral movement up. I think Max can hold a 5-round pace better than anybody Charles Oliveira has previously fought. And I think it's going to be very hard for Charles to break somebody with that much experience. We're talking about Max Holloway here. 3.5 rounds away from breaking RDA's record for the most UFC fight time in history. He's got the cardio, he's got the experience. I believe that he will be able to survive a full 5 rounds at least with Charles Oliveira. Reason number 2 is I believe Charles Oliveira's takedowns are being slightly overblown. Yes, his takedown entries have gotten a lot better over the years, especially in recent fights. However, I still do not think he has this overwhelming wrestling style where he is going to shoot the double leg on Max and slam in on his head. I think a lot of his takedowns come from the clinch game. I think he likes to enter, gain underhooks and find trips and back takes from there. But I think in general, shooting single legs on Max is not going to work. And I think to get to the underhook level, you have to catch Max. And because Max's lateral movement is so good, I don't think that is an easy feat for anybody. Number 3, respect of power. Not only has Max's hands got a lot heavier from 145 up to 155, but a respect for Charles's ability to crash. Max knows that Charles can hit very hard, and so he will tailor his game plan towards that. But also, Charles Oliveira has a very disrespectful style no matter who he's fighting. And eventually, the combinations, I believe, are going to start to wear on Charles Oliveira because Max clearly hits a lot harder at 155 than he used to. He dropped Dustin Poirier twice in the first round. He flatlined Justin Gaethje after wobbling him multiple times in the fight. The power is different, and I believe Max can gain some level of respect moving towards the later rounds against Charles Oliveira, so he won't just get walked over. Reason number 4 is a bit more of a technicality, but I believe Charles's willingness to just be knocked down is going to lose him rounds in this fight. I think you see a lot when Charles gets hurt or even a little hurt, he'll fall down trying to engage some jiu-jitsu exchanges. However, I think Max's cardio is going to keep up for the whole 5 rounds, so these rounds are going to start to stack up. If Max does clip him once and he goes down, almost faking playing a bit of possum, I think it will come back to bite him on the scorecards, which is where I think this fight is going. Despite the reasons I have just given, I am still not 100% confident in this pick. I am aware of who Charles Oliveira is. The champ has a name. And I am aware Charles's jiu-jitsu is levels above Max's. If this fight does end up going to the ground and Max's takedown defense isn't as good as I think it is, Max is in serious trouble immediately. Max hasn't been tested against the grappling heavy styles the same way that other top level fighters have. The last time he fought a grappler was Brian Ortega, who doesn't have the same wrestling skills as Charles Oliveira. So there is a slim chance that Max could get exposed, but I think he's been in the UFC for long enough to where if that was truly a flaw, it would have been exploited years and years ago. So I believe that his takedown defense will hold up, but if not, and we do see this go to the ground, Max is in serious trouble. Charles obviously still has a shot. This is a 50-50 fight, but I just think that the styles make fights, and Max's style compares favourably with Charles's. Let me know who you guys have got for the UFC 326 main event. I am more than hyped for this fight. Leave your comments below.